Always a special occasion, quarterfinals day here at the Winter Gardens, and we've got a very special match here. Wade 5, Jones 5. Wade led 5-2. Jones hit back 13, 14 and 14 darts respectively, showing real class. And to come this, real class in the shape of Klassen, and of course the very classy Whitlock. Two cracking games this afternoon, couple more to follow tonight. More of that later. But Dave, we are witnessing a wonderful performance here from Wayne Jones.
Best ever, best of his career, must be so far.
I was about to say that myself. I think it's his best televised performance so far. He's got to maintain it against a very proficient James Wade. He started the last session with a 180. His second, he started the third. In fact, with his third 180. He'll be hoping to hit more than 180 in this session.
It has been an inspired spell, as you so rightly signalled. Three successive, a 13, 14 and 14. It's like parring three successive holes on a golf course.
Yeah, I would say the 13 darter is a bit like a birdie, to be honest.
Under 12, I would have said.
Well, you always were hard to please.
Well, there are those averages for the first 5 legs. You can see Jones with clear daylight between the pair of them.
81.
Yeah, that shows how much he's into this, Jones. One dart goes out of the 20 sector, and he's really annoyed with himself, and rightly so. Second session average, legs 6 to 10. That's what we have, folks. 5 magnificent legs from 2 magnificent players.
Yes, it's going to take a bit of beating as a session from both players. That Wade can average 103.27, as you can see from the caption, and still get mopped up
44.
by Jones.
James, you require 141.
James Wade in a comfort zone here, one would suspect. Although a ton 80 or a ton 40 from Jones can apply pressure.
See the way he deliberately went for the treble 7 on 61. He's one of the few players that does that, to leave tops.
76.
Well, I don't think it matters so much there, because I think Wade's going to polish this off. There you are. I don't think Wayne Jones need concern himself too much about that leg. It wasn't his best by a long way. But what he's got to do, and he's experienced enough to know this, is now just put that behind him and
41.
try and pick up again. That was an unlucky deflection, but just beginning to show a little bit of raggedness. Temporarily, one hopes. Certainly he does.
A match which has fluctuated. James Wade went into an early lead. Jones led after 3 legs. 2 trebles there from Wade. And now, having drawn back level at the 10th, Jones is now trailing by 1 leg after the 11th, and his average has dropped below 3 figures. In fact, he's dropped below Wade. There's so little between the pair of them at the moment. They're matching score for score, average for average.
Yeah, but Wade with a 180 in this session, and a 174 just a moment or two ago. Nudging, well, look at that, 98.55 Wade, 98.6 Jones. Amazing. And the percentage checkouts. %63% Jones, 5 out of 8, but Wade has 6 hits. That's more important.
James Wade having a good think about this. When in doubt, go for the middle. Leaves him 167, useful shots and an attainable finish, which would get the crowd on their feet.
140.
So, ton 40 for Jones, lands him on 80, and Wade might need to take this out. Can still take it out. Can still with the ball. Oh, I honestly thought, and he honestly thought, that he'd be much, much closer than that. Now, Dave, 80 for Jonah.
Yes, 20 for tops. 1 dart at that target.
Well, Jonah's having a whale of a time up there on that hockey. He will not be denied. Super stuff again.
And it really was an entertaining exhibition, a leg, wasn't it, with James Wade almost checking out a 167, and then that clinical laser beam finish from Jones. One dart at double top, and it was clean, and it was clever, and it was right in the middle of the target.
And I think just as importantly, it's picking up from those disappointing darts he'd had a few minutes ago, beginning to look a little ragged, and he's kept himself together. He's got back in the groove, and that's what you've got to do if you're going to beat the best. And now he's doing it again. Oh, brilliant! It's the best I've ever seen from Wayne Jones. He is playing out of his Wolverhampton skin.
All right.
84.
That's a good third dart, enterprising third dart, because it's left him a finish, and Jones here against the throw could move into the lead for the second time in this match, which has been tighter than a bongo drum. So stay there.
100.
Yes.
Wayne, you require 120.
Set himself up last leg, didn't he, Dave? Never took it. And Jones denied him now then. Oh!
87.
Just thought that Wayne Jones was slightly off balance as he released that dart. Wade, though, has 3 darts to hit that target. The marker could be useful. Just got to use either of these 2 darts for a shimmy. Well, he tried to do it, and I don't think he did get a deflection, but he's grateful.
I think there was just a nudge off the barrel, to be honest. Yeah, going back to Wayne Jones and the release of his last dart there, Dave, that you made note of. It's one of Sid's comments, of course. You've got to be tense and remain relaxed at the same time, and it's getting that balance right. And he seems to have done there. That's his 6th 180. He hit 6 against Ronnie Baxter in his 13-9 victory the other night. Didn't get 1 against Colin Osborne, would you believe? But beat him.
Wayne Jones has been an acknowledged performer, a solid performer, edging around the top 25, up and maybe to the top 15 or so, but that has seemed to be the extent of his progress. But this tournament might just signal that he's ready for a breakthrough. I'm just thinking back, John, I remember Dennis Priestley was around the county level for several years, and suddenly he burst through a starburst of flourish into the big time. And I just wonder if Jones could do something similar.
Yes, Dennis in 1991, I think, was 40 years of age when he won his first title. In his 41st year. 100. First world title. He'd won a few titles before that, round and about, but nothing of that sort of calibre. But like Wayne Jones, he was well known around the circuit, well respected.
That's the word. Well respected. And always an opponent to be considered with respect. And now here it is to level it up again. 16 for the ball. Now the ball again. Can he hit it? Now he's missed it again. And you can see he's angry with himself because he's had a couple of chances on the ball.
I think that's the 3rd time in this match he's hit the 25. And it shows the measure of his self-belief. He really believes he should be hitting it, that middle. Now, double 12. James Wade loves that double 12, but not quite as much as he used to.
He's done the hard work there, John, hadn't he, hitting the treble?
Yep.
And now Jones on 25, and that was an important leg for Wade. Still might be. Double 8. Now then, down the bed.
9 score.
Well, I didn't expect Wade to get another shot, but he wasn't far away, Jones, but you've got to be in. Double 6. He's got it once in this match so far. He's got it twice in this match so far. He's got a vital break of throw there. And Wayne Jones, in the last two legs, has hit his fifth and sixth 180s respectively and failed then to go on to hit the vital double.
Just got the feeling by his body language that Wade thought that was an important leg. To make a break there, it's a little bit like a real top Olympic 10,000 or 5,000 metre runner. Likes to put in a couple of very quick laps midway through to break the field. And I think the same kind of mindset was evident there with James Wade, who is a thinker about this game. He's got it worked out for a comparatively young man. Jones, do I just detect
60.
his body language is a little bit edgy?
Yeah, it's the stage of the game now, deep into the match. 14 legs played in the 15th. His average is just beginning to come down a little, and he's on that borderline between trying too hard and trying hard enough. And I can't criticise that in any shape or form. That is his 7th 180, his 3rd in as many legs.
Now then. Got to go high.
100.
Pat Jones with a 180 has given him a chance here in the 15th leg. 161 the shot. Treble 20. No, out of range now. Wade will be back for double top and a 3-leg cushion.
60.
Yes, for the first time in the match, Dave. He, of course, he led 5-2, we must remember. And wants double 10. When Wade is at his best, he never misses double 10. I shall never tire of saying that, because it's true. And Wade again has a 3-leg lead, 9-6, 4 more he wants. He'll be back soon.
Find your nearest 3D dotted boozer by visiting sky.com/3D boobs.
Welcome back to a day of sharpshooting superstars in Blackpool, where first up James Wade has gradually improved his momentum and his game and has now opened a 3-leg advantage over Wayne Jones in our first quarter-final. Coming later this afternoon, the machine gun marksman Jalk Klassen against Simon Whitlock. And you know, we see James Wade in that promotion for our 3D coverage tomorrow. When he throws the dart and breaks the glass, you might well think he's cracked it now, John.
Yeah, so just a tweak of the screwdriver here and a turn of the spanner there. And the engine's running fine now for James Wade. He's played well virtually throughout. Start brilliantly, but has generally played pretty well, and you just have a feeling that Wade's got more to come, not only during this game but during this tournament, should he of course continue in it, and I think he will from here. Whereas Jones, playing way beyond that which we've seen from him on television before, Dave, this session by session average says better than I can say it exactly what I'm trying to get at. Jones, the superior player in the first session, despite being 3-2 down. Second session, Wade's got his average up considerably to 103. Jones, brilliant at 104. But you'll notice, Wade, session by session, has improved. And even the third session, Wade goes better than that 103.27. There you have it. And look at Jones's. That despite 3 180s.
Yes, it was those killer laps that Wade put in, but Jones showing that he's far from finished.
Yes. I said earlier, too soon to be writing him off. He won't be written off, but and I still maintain that. He still is such a dogged, determined performer. He's been dishing out pain as Wayne during the course of this week, and there's the possibility he could still yet dish out a bit more. But not while Wade is throwing like this. Need I say any more? Wonderful to watch.
But Wayne Jones could still win this leg. Treble 18. Ooh, would have left double 16. But now James Wade may well 44. Go to leave himself double 12 or 4 for double top. Double 13 didn't. Didn't really want that 18. It still left him a double. What will he do? Will he go? Or will he play the percentages? Only he knows. Well, that shows the positive attitude that James Wade is exhibiting in this match. That's the double. That's the dark. Not a conventional, not a particularly well-known escape route, but held no fears for James Wade, who now moves into an even more emphatic lead, and that was against the darts.
And the only other occasions in a dart match where you'll see the professionals going for double 13, and they do, 60. Is when they want 62 with 2 darts. They go for the treble 12, knowing that single 12 leaves the bull and treble leaves double 13. That's the only time you'll see it.
100.
That was an accident then. Wade wanted 4 rather than 18, but he recovered well and he composed himself. He didn't really want to go for it, did he? But he hit it. And the 4-leg lead now, Dave. I'm sorry, but I really do now have to say, I think it's goodbye Wayne Jones. I can't see him now having to break the throw a couple of times and still win on his own, and doing it from 60. Here.
Sizzling thesis in applied mathematics from Professor Gwynn.
Well, they both applied themselves extremely well in this match, and I think we see an example here, and you see it in other sport, you see it in snooker certainly, I think it applies in tennis. The longer the game, the more likely it is that the better player, the higher ranked player, is going to win.
Oh yes.
The shorter the game, the greater the propensity for a shock.
Yes.
And Jones, had this been a shorter game, might well have provided one.
100.
But I think now Wade is getting away from him, and his real quality is beginning to show.
3 words, John. Class will tell.
Yep.
Well, now Wade hasn't
60.
made much of an impact into that, and it leaves Wayne Jones with a shot. It's a double shot, 158. Treble 20s, 2 treble 20s would leave double 19. Said it was difficult. How difficult is it?
120.
Well, I think everybody in this audience might have wanted Jones to win that leg with a brilliant one at 5-8 finish, and just give himself a sneak of a chance. Now here's an example. 62 wanted. Had he got the treble 12, it'd have been double 13, but it's bull.
50.
That would have been a perfect illustration had he hit the treble 12.
And will he go for double 19, or will he come across to break it up? Double 16, has the 6 first start. Chose this way, and that's the reason why. Much more comfortable over there. Good percentage thinking from the Wolverhampton Wanderer. And there is the result of that piece of darting strategy.
Well, if I don't think Wade could win from 10-6 down, there's no question that that entered his mind. I think he still believes, and he's got to.
134.
Lovely cover shooting.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a very mature, assured performance from James Wade, showing no emotion at all absolutely
83.
icily cold. That is much emotion as a frozen radiator.
I reckon he's mended one or two of those in his motor
60.
car mechanic days.
And he loves his cars, it's his real passion. Of course, he likes his darts as well, but he'll say that combustion engines are his real love in life.
100.
I seem to remember he arrived at a Premier League fixture in Exeter, I think it was, in a Ferrari. And that's coming quite a way in the days when most dart players rolled up at the local on a push bike.
125.
Not out of this leg, Jones, by any means. Oh, definitely not out of this leg, Jones.
140.
83 left. Should win it, really.
Once again, visiting an old friend downstairs and going back up to a chum at the top of the house.
122.
Old friends are usually downstairs because they can't climb up them, Dave, but I know what you mean. Oh, that's a great dart, double 16! Yes, 83! Fabulous leg from Jones. Now he's won 2 in a row. He might have been listening to me when it was 10-6 and I was saying he's out of this now. I would gladly eat those words with my afternoon tea, should he prove me wrong.
125.
Well, again, it's an admirable performance from Jones, and as well as I can recall him play, because Wade really has to have used his muscles, but Jones is still 98 his average, 50% checking out. It's a very, very healthy return.
Yes, Wade has 48 three-figure scores
60.
against Jones's 43. But Jones has 8 180s against Wade's 4. That just about balances it up, frankly.
Once again, treble 19s, delivering the
81.
goods for Wade, who has moved, what, 96 in front.
Well, Wade's the mechanic, but it's Jones who's been throwing a spanner into the works here, Dave. He's
Yes,
really defied all predictions, except perhaps one prediction from Wade. Not that Jones would win, but that Jones would play well, and Jones would be a force to be reckoned with.
he may have thrown a spanner in, but he has been unable to wrench the lead from him.
Oh, nicely put.
83.
Yeah, the only time Jones was in the lead was at 2-1, wasn't it? He did get it back to 5 apiece from 5-2 down. He's never actually been in the lead since he was 2-1 up.
100.
Well, Wade knows he'll be back for 60. Wayne Jones languishing back on 192. 180 would be helpful. 140 would be useful, and he'll take a ton.
James,
He'll have to take a ton. He might be as far down as he gets with Wade on 60. Double top, 2 darts. Got to come to the left-hand side, one would suspect. Right in the middle. Lovely darts. Beautiful timing. Wonderful rhythm. Fine range.
Game on.
Yeah. Virtually in the middle of that treble 20 or double 20 bed. That's virtually in the middle of the treble 20 bed, and Wade in the comfort zone, but not comfortable entirely, because he knows he's still got to maintain this. He can't allow Jones in at 11-8, and it would only take a minor slip to do just that, or for that to happen. So, in the knowledge that if he holds his own throw, he's through, Wade still will keep up the work, keep focus. There you have it. And again.
3 in a bed. There was room there.
There was indeed.
And it just took a rascal of a deflection to take the 3rd dart into the single part of the segment. 3 in the bed again. Goldilocks shot. Ah.
174.
Well, he got another one. It was a treble 18. Excellent stuff from Jones. If he can get this leg, of course it's with his throw. Goes into the break 11-9 down. He'll have won the session 3-2.
When you require 128.
128. 18s and 40, double 16, 2 trebles, 1 double.
Yes,
that's the shot, and that was pretty to watch.
Wayne Jones.
Wayne Jones hit a 174, followed up with a 128 checkout, and I don't care who it is in this tournament, he couldn't do better than that. Still, game on.
Our first live quarter-final here at Blackpool has been packed with muscle and testosterone, but neither Wade nor Jones has yet delivered the knockout punch. 11-9 still to come. Jelle Klassen against Simon Whitlock from Australia. That's the afternoon bill here at the jam-packed Winter Gardens, where even the gargoyles on the wall bow in reverence to the style and flair of the finest flightsman on planet
The
Earth.
21st leg is James the throw first. Game on.
Yes, I've done a bit of gargoyling myself, Dave, and gotta say, nothing but admiration for both these players. Wade, we know, is class, his quality. Jones, we know, is a tough nutty. He really is a tough cookie to crack. And mixed metaphors, I know, but I think he has excelled himself in this match. And
well, you're right, he's a tough cookie, and he's a cookie who has refused to crumble.
that comment takes the biscuit. But he really does have to not only maintain what he's done, but still even improve on it in order to win the match. And whereas at 10-6 down, I was saying I didn't think he could win the match. I didn't think he would. It's 11-9. This leg is vital, of course. He still can. So I'm partly eating words, but not yet swallowing them.
It's a superb third dart from Wade as he squeezed the dart like a surgeon's knife between the two other darts, masking the treble.
50.
Just look at this crowd, a reminder that, well, it's school holidays, but it's a Friday afternoon, and it's a lovely day out there down on the beach. There are people there getting their feet wet and sand between their toes, but it just does not detract from the box office appeal of this darts. We're the
45.
hottest ticket in Blackpool,
James, you
and
require
that scene is one which is unique in the world of darts. Now
Well,
then,
it's one of the most unique in the world of sport, I would suggest.
53.
well, coming down for 17 now, and that's good shooting. Might be too late. He's left double top, but Wade here on 48 needs this double top. Deliberately went for 8. That's why, absolutely right in the middle of the diddle.
22nd leg is Wayne to throw first. Game on.
Yes, and earlier in the game, Wayne Jones on 3 occasions went for ball and hit the 25. If just one of those had gone in, because he did go on actually to lose each of the 3 legs, would you believe? If just one of those had gone in, things would be so different. But sometimes you've got to get out of jail, by hitting the ball, not by missing it.
Well, they've won their stripes, haven't they?
They have indeed.
And Jones is still playing quite beautifully. His average is up just under 100 now, and still checking out at over 50%. It's a vintage performance, a virtuoso performance. And what does that say about James Wade if he's leading by 3 with darts like that? Another big score from Wade against the throw here would be emphatic and could be decisive.
Brilliant. He's really turned the screw now, and that's not meant to be a pun at all.
Yes, when Wade is really on his game, there's a crisp, almost clockwork precision about his throw.
Well, I think he has every right, Dave, to be pleased as punch with this performance, because he wants double 12 now for the match. A fraction down. It's first to 16, Mike. Dave, I do apologise, it's first to 16. There is a reason why my mind is elsewhere, and I do apologise.
But he's well set there, 13-9, and with the throw here, it's going to take quite an outstanding effort from Jones to get back from this deficit, and that was against the throw for James Wade, and he's looking good. And well, I'm quite happy this match is still going on, because Jones has done more than justice to his reputation. 13-9, a reminder, it's the 16, and Wade will now be feeling that he's just in that comfort zone. With the checkered flag for a man who wants to go Formula One driving, that checkered flag tantalisingly within sight.
60.
Yes, only 60, 76 behind. And 60 with one dart there from Wade, looking
81.
Well, a little bit amused as to why that went in the wrong house. But not many have, to be fair, from either player.
140.
Still, both players, Dave, averaging 98 points.
And we're right in. This is the 23rd leg. We would remind you, we had our doubts if Wayne Jones, this man in your picture here, had the stamina to sustain this kind of distance, but he's answered that question quite emphatically.
100. James, you require 154.
This would be a show business finish. That's not what he was looking for. 22, 132 remaining, and a chance for Jones here.
156.
Bites back against the throw, keep the dream alive. Still needs to treble 20.
100.
Yes, 56.
And
And Wade wants twice as many, 112, but not necessarily a problem to him. Certainly needed that.
88.
That's a great dart, though.
Well, Jones's finishing has been very, very steady. 56, double 18, likes this double.
Oh, does he like this double? Well, Wade won the last leg against the throw, and Wayne Jones hits back immediately by breaking and showing once again there's lots of life in the old dog, or the old wolf, I suppose, yet.
And his checkout success rate is 56%.
90.
And even the great and mighty Phil Taylor would take that and be grateful. By comparison, Wade 45, that's thoroughly decent.
Yes, anything 40 plus is commendable. Over 50, excellent. And over 60, brilliant.
100.
Well, this game's been going on a while now, but two men waiting in the practice room, no doubt, just getting themselves tuned up for that particular Holland versus Australia
60.
encounter.
Yes, and word from backstage is that Whitlock's down with the Blackpool lurgy, but these two guys will be fighting Fitco Stompy and Raymond van Barneveld, the Dutch battle to open tonight's proceedings.
60.
And then two old rivals, Kevin Painter and Phil Taylor. Painter reckons that Taylor's cost him £500,000 in prize money. He's beaten him so often.
60.
Ah, well, he had his chance in 2004, didn't he? And what might have been in that world final, that quite remarkable match.
Well, these are quite remarkable darts from James Wade.
121.
Just think he got the merest whisper of a deflection there. Coming straight back against the throw. That's a lovely shot.
92.
So, 92,
I
thinking, 130 left. Nice shot that for the players, bearing in mind they can use the ball. So I think Wayne Jones might have to use the ball here. Treble 20, single 20 ball. Or, as you can see, two treble 20s and double 5. Now then, needs the treble desperately for the ball. Is he going to get to Stevie? Oh, so close again. 4 times now in this match.
64.
Stevie Bull just wide of the post.
Yes. Wayne Jones able to hit a bit of bully. Double 8 now for Wade. Oh, now then he can go up or down or sideways here.
48.
There was another option, and he chose that one, Dave, instead.
Now then, important these darts. His finishing has been flamboyant.
13-11. You know, Wade gets those two legs, opens up that lead again. And 13-9, gotta say, 3 more needed. You expect Wade to go on and win it, but again Jones hits back.
100.
Just saw a sign there that's Wade looking just a little philosophical.
100.
Well, it's the first time that Wayne Jones has missed the ball and hit the 25 instead, and then gone on to win the leg. On the other 3 occasions, he lost the leg. So, let's say he deserved it, even though Wade effectively lost it by not hitting that double. 8.
60.
Now then, only 60. Looks at these wonderful ceiling patterns.
And James Wade will know
45.
he has 6 darts now at 161.
At least it's worth looking up when you do, Dave, isn't it? Now once. 80, so that's 81 left. Come down for treble 19.
Oh, absolutely measured magnificence. Could go to within 2 legs of victory with just 1 dart here at double 12, where he is very comfortable indeed. Again, the marker should be used. Oh, double 6.
Well, that's the 3rd time in the game that Wade has done that. He wanted double 12 and hit the double 6 for a 3rd time. I would suggest, Dave, he looks now like somebody who thinks he's going to win.
We'll see after the break.
Big day at the Winter Gardens. Big match here. Wade 14-11. This has been an absolutely wonderful contest. A real good old-fashioned darts match. Wade described Jones as an old-fashioned dart player, and we're seeing why. Slugging it out, giving him very little room for manoeuvre. But you rather fancy the left-hander with 2 legs needed will win. Can't say for certainty who's going to win that one. Klassen has played really well this week, and we know that Whitlock, well, is a wizard. That's next.
And we rejoin this match at 14-11 with Wayne Jones with the darts. A reminder that it's the first to 16, but it must be won by 2 clear legs.
100.
And Jones now, who's turned in a thoroughly impressive performance against the world number 2, remember. He's got to mount one final hurrah here
95.
if he is to prevail.
Yeah, he's got a call on the spirit of Bert Williams, Dennis Wilshaw, Eddie Clamp, Billy Wright, Ron Flowers, Peter Broadbent, Johnny Hancock. All
43.
wonderful names from a great Wolves team in the past.
Yes, and the Stormtroopers are in evidence. And that reminds us, of course, that we have an absent friend in John Part. And that was a Part-esque piece of brilliance from James Wade. Another 180. What's that? Is 6 of the match.
It is indeed, Dave. Half a dozen. We've had, of course, 8 from Jones, but he hasn't hit one since the 16th leg. How he could do with 2 or 3 over the next few.
He is playing quite magnificently.
100.
Has been impressive from Wade, showing all his best Blackpool form. He seems to relish the air here. Certainly is bracing.
100.
Word is it certainly got up the kilt of Simon Whitlock. He's down with the Blackpool Bugs. Double 16, that won't bug him. Oh, terrific darts. 15, 1 leg away now for victory. And he has the darts here, and that one just might be interpreted as a coffin nail for Wayne Jones.
Yes, almost the last one, Dave. 15-11, having won that against the throw. But just a chink of light here for Jones, because only 58 from Wade. And another treble here, and he's... great darts. 58 he hears, got to step in, and what does he do? 140. What a chance for Jones to break back again, irrespective of what Wade does here.
100.
And it's been, again, we must repeat, terrific performance from Jones. He isn't finished yet, but 4 down against the world number 2, averaging 97, checking out 43%.
100.
It's going to be a tall order for Jones to reel this one in, particularly as Wade, not at any stage of this match, has shown any real sign of weakness.
No, and you know, Jones, I mentioned during his game with Ronnie Baxter, on release of the 3rd dart, there were times when he was releasing it in an untimely manner and following it with his right shoulder. That hasn't happened at all in this game.
Another black Stormtrooper in the crowd. It's like the Carnival of Venice
60.
out in Blackpool at weekends. All kinds of comic book characters wandering the streets.
Yes, and this year, particularly with the rain we had earlier in the week, it was like Venice at times. Use your imagination for that, if you like.
Now then, Jones is on a bogey number here, so James Wade with a big score here can swing the leg around very much into his favour. Needs the treble. Oh, does now. That is, yes, he looks up at the gargoyles on the gold encrusted ceiling like a cathedral in Rome. Even Michelangelo would acknowledge the murals here at the Winter Gardens. Wade on 108, Jones coming down. Oh, it's good shooting. It's good shooting.
110.
It is indeed. Well, he tweaked that last start, Wade, like a mechanic should, into treble 18 to give himself this chance for... No. So Jones will be back, 68 left, 20 when he goes. Now Jones has got to get this, Dave, because Wade will not miss.
Well, now, 2 darts left.
Game shot at 27th leg.
With Wade sitting on 20.
28th leg.
Absolute cert in my mind to go on to win the game 16. And Jones holds himself together.
And he knows, he's just got to keep doing that. He's got to win these next legs.
And for the first time in the match, having just seconds ago said, no anxiety in the release of the third dart, and we saw it there for the very first time.
Yes, and Wade punished the indifferent opener from Jones. Needs the treble,
100.
But lost the darts, Wayne Jones. And look at that, absolutely beautiful. It is beautiful to watch.
Yeah, measured darts from a man who I think feels now that it's entirely in his hands. Yes. Certainly the left of them.
Measured darts
100.
and a measured performance from Wade. Arnibald or Stomp is waiting for the winner of this match. It's looking increasingly like James Wade. This is a very thoroughly professional leg. 9 darts, could go out in 11.
Yes, he did in a previous match. His last leg was an 11-darter in the game against Vincent van der Voort. He's hit 2 11-darters in the tournament so far.
And Jones isn't on a finish.
He knows that, so he'll go a different route, won't he? Normally he'd have gone 12 bull there, Dave, wouldn't he?
41.
Well, deliberately leaving double top, knowing well that Wayne Jones, unable to check on 181, could apply some pressure, but he's just got to hit and hope indeed and pray now that Wade will miss double top. If he misses double top, he's deadly on double 10. And he's deadly on double top, and that is James Wade going through for our first semi-finalist, but a thoroughly meritorious performance from Wayne Jones. Wade it is that goes forward, but that was quite a match, John.
It was a wonderful match. Congratulations, James Wade, but also Wayne Jones. You played well. Good game. More to come with Whitlock and Klassen.
By visiting sky.com/3D-pubs.
Get ready to duck. 3D darts is on its way. Semi-finals and final in 3D. Confirmation, James Wade will be in 3D in the semi-final. His 16-12 victory over Wayne Jones. Best performance of his tournament so far. Up next, former Lakeside champion Jelle Klassen against world finalist from this year, Simon Whitlock. Evening session, Sky Sports HD1, Sky Sports 1 from 7 o'clock. Battle of the Dutchman. Co-Stompy, Raymond van Barneveld, winner of that, will be up against James Wade. And rounding off the evening, we reckon round about 9 o'clock, Kevin Painter against Phil Taylor. 98 average from James Wade. Kept his cool. Tough opponent is Wayne Jones. He's through to the semi-finals of the match play. 4th time past the quarters in his career. Congratulations. How did you feel you played there?
That's the first time ever I thought I played better than my average reflected. But no, I'm over the moon. I've probably upped my average. Up my average 8 points. So that's good. Probably got average it up probably another 8 points next game. So
next game will be against either Kostompy or Raymond van Barneveld. Chatting to you earlier in the tournament, I think you sort of set your mind on facing Barney in the semi. Pre-tournament, you were looking forward to that one. Why?
I don't know. I just enjoy playing Raymond. If I can play Raymond. I mean, the way Co's been playing though, I think Raymond's got to watch himself. They're both great players, but I always seem to play well against Raymond Barneveld. I'm not doing a typical interview either. Co has got to lose before I can play Raymond. So, but I think Co's got to do well.
You always seem to play well here as well, don't you? I mean, it'd be, 3 finals in 4 years, something like that, and it's not bad going, is it? What is it that's special about this place?
Must be the gold leaf ceiling. No,
just like you got at home.
I wish. No, I don't know. There's something about this arena, the atmosphere with the crowd, the venue. It's just, I don't know. It's just amazing when you walk in here. I mean, if no one's ever been in here before, you should come here and you should experience the atmosphere and the crowd. I say it every year. I mean, a lot of players favour the World Championships. For me, this is the best venue in the world. This is the best tournament in the world. It's match play. It's real darts. It's best player wins.
The match play format is the purest form of darts, isn't it? It's what you played when you were a kid. When you're.
I think it takes us back to the pub darts. It's real knuckle. Bearing down, getting on with the game. You can't hide behind sets. With this format, whoever wins the most legs wins. It's there.
Talking to Phil Taylor the other day, he chatted about 2 players that he reckoned were there to take his crown one day. You and Simon Whitlock he sees as the biggest threat. Does that give you a lift or what?
No, not at all. Because obviously he's talking about his crown. I mean, it's a compliment off of Phil, if he's thinking about us. But I think there's a few more as well. I mean, there's one young player that's coming along now. I mean, he hasn't graced the stage of TV darts yet, but I think Aaron Monk's going to be one to look out for in the future. That is for sure.
Yeah, a lot of players talking about him. Hey, 3D darts. Semi-finals, you're going to be in 3D. You're a star of our promo as well, throwing the dart at the camera. Yeah. It's going to be exciting, isn't it? Something new for darts fans to watch.
I don't know, me 3D on telly. It's the way darts is going, It's the future. If someone said to me 3 years ago, darts in 3D, I would have said, yeah, of course it is, yeah. But it's just a sign of things to come. It just shows how far we're pushing on and shows what we're doing.
We'll look forward to seeing you in 3D in the semi-final. Up next, Yellow